Good afternoon, everybody. We were going so well until these last few minutes here with the prize giving. I trust you will forgive us. So, are we ready? What are your thoughts? Is God really a Trini? The graphs and the data yesterday morning appeared to show that yes, we are. God is a Trini, because all the bands of the information were above Trinidad, if you all remember. But however, there's a black swan which was brought to the fore this morning. Yesterday, we delved straight into natural hazards and man-made disasters and the challenges of the SIDs. We then gained some insight into workings of some organizations with regard to disaster preparedness. We looked at drainage division, utilities. How long can you go without your phone and your cell and your lights? And the oil and gas sector. Engineer Gibbs, if you all remember, even gave us some insight into his mitigating measures against climate change, a vision I hope you all will stay in your minds for a little while. The photo exhibit seen yesterday and today emphasized the importance of proper engineering design. So today we had a look at the structural design, a turn of the coin. Yesterday we looked at society, today we looked at our part as engineers and the importance of engineering codes. We trust that we have touched on some pertinent aspects of society which affect us all in some manner. It is clear that these discussions have paved the avenue for future discourse and action to improve our response to hazards and disasters. Coming out of the discussions was the all too obvious requirement of the government in promoting and steering the response, financial resources to improve processes, research and development, the enforcement of laws, partnering with the private sector in achieving solutions in the aftermath of a disaster. The project to address the flooding of the Princess Elizabeth Center is a perfect example of what can be achieved when we get together to work on a project. The role of engineers and engineering were emphasized in each presentation, where we are required to develop solutions, ensure timely response, and above all, communicate and collaborate with all stakeholders, citizens, governments, agencies, engineers. As Dr. Zafar Khan emphasized, we must take responsibility for our actions and do our part in preparing for our disasters. Now, I know we've said many thanks before, but it would be remiss of me if I don't say thank you myself. So now I must say thank you to all the players who made this conference a success. Cara Suites Hotel, thank you to your staff, both in front and behind the scenes, for the preparations of the accommodations and the meals over the past 2 days. It was delightful. Thank you to each of our esteemed presenters, our keynote speaker, Mr. Wayne Riley from the Ministry of National Security, our featured speaker and session chair, Caribbean man, Engineer Tony Gibbs, and our platinum presenter, Dr. Robin Osborne. This conference would not have come to being without the insightful knowledge and experience of each of the presenters, both locally, regionally, and internationally. We sincerely appreciate the time spent in the preparation and delivery of your respective presentations. It was indeed a pleasure to have you collaborate with us in this conference, and your contributions have been quite informative. You've been hearing about our sponsors over the past few days. Again, thank you for assisting us in realizing this conference. Platinum sponsor Trinidad Cement Limited, gold sponsor CEP Limited, bronze sponsor ODPM, and all our other sponsors, Methanex, UE, Floor, APR Associates, Geotech, Atlantic LNG, CMAS, NESC, and Alpha Engineering. We look forward to continued collaboration. The coordination of this conference lay in the hands of the members of the APET ATC2014 committee. You've been seeing them throughout the course of the 2 days. Hayden Furlong, Neil Dookie, instrumental in the theme of the conference, and I call him our pseudo-committee PRO. Fazir Khan, Karen Burgess, Roger Chansu, and Fiola Bostic, our event manager, and her assistants over the past 2 days. As we said to one another yesterday, we look forward to this weekend to get a break from the plethora of emails which we've had a daily necessity of over the past few months. Other members of the APET Executive Council who also played a significant role to the success, Simon Westcott, Frank Barnes, Imtiaz Isahak, and Matthew Julian. Thank you. Noreen Mitchell, not present with us today, also assisted greatly in the preparations. Thank you all for your enthusiasm in seeing this function to fruition. The commitment of all persons above, as well as you, the participants, was also instrumental to the success of the conference. So thank you, everybody. By saying that, I haven't missed anybody at all. It was indeed a pleasure meeting and having you attend, and have a great weekend, and look forward to seeing and hearing from you in the future. God bless.